Hi, Mochismo Eugene. Welcome to another video from Exit Strategy. Please like, subscribe, share the video if you found it helpful, and please pass it on if you believe someone else would benefit from it. I would appreciate that. Now, I'm going to speak about something that I haven't heard many awakened empaths speak about, but I'm going to speak about it because I want transparency here in order to help people who are actually faced with these issues, although they are awakened, because you always are going to contend with different issues when it comes to a narcissist, whether you're unawakened or awakened. There's no way around it. And I'm going to discuss and talk about a little bit once you are awakened and you have intimacy with a narcissist. And I'm only speaking this because I believe, looking back, when I had intimacy with a narcissist, I kind of surmised that they were narcissistic. The traits and all of that were there, but there was a part of me that, I guess, if I'm being very honest, was I just, for lack of a better word, just hopeful that I was wrong. And again, I think a lot of times your human physicalities, certain charisma from the person you're interested in plays a big part. And the charisma may not be stellar. It may not be extraordinary, but it is something there that draws you. And so this is forever a learning curve. And I want to express this to you guys. Because I know there's somebody out there that's awakened, that's aware of what narcissists are and who they are. And you may have, in fact, committed to intimacy and interacted with a narcissist on an intimate level. Well, first of all, this is something that we know that we shouldn't even endeavor. But we're going to speak about once and if you do, this is what happens. And you will know this undeniably right away because you're awakened. You can no longer stifle, deny, and disregard the writing on the wall. As is happening, you see this in real time because you're cognitive, you're conscious, and you're vigilant in a real meaningful way. You don't have blinders on. Now, the narcissist doesn't know that you surmise that they are exhibiting narcissistic traits. But however, they don't know enough to call it off because their curiosity gets the best of them. And you're not displaying any conversation that would allow them to feel some kind of way, to stand down, abort mission. And so you guys interact verbally, maybe over dinner, go out, movie, who knows. And you end up with, in this case, it wasn't even any or of those things. It was meeting them in a mutual place, exchanging numbers, and basically hooking up. Booty call, I guess. They know their intentions when they meet you, but awaken, now you understand that you have similar intentions. But again, you're an empath. You don't really favor and lean towards wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, man or woman. If you're a true empath and you have lived that way in the past, la vida loca, a healthy empath generally doesn't want to flop around. He doesn't want to lay around and roll around. And I'd like to consider myself one of those. And so this is keeping it real. I actually entertain that fact of what I just said. But additionally, in my mind as an empath, we do want someone we can grow with. And so that was the hopefulness in that interaction because of although they were exhibiting some traits, it was kind of like I had my verdict. The verdict was still out. For what? You know, we really can't put a finger on it other than the fact that we just fall susceptible to the flesh. And so we commenced with interacting and whatever transpired in between, meeting them out and about and exchanging numbers. We somehow consummated the get together. And here I am, intimate with this individual. That's the first and last time. And you as an awakened empath will normally, generally be intimate with that narcissist. That's the first and last time. And I'm going to show you why. First of all, you're not going to be able to go back for seconds. Second of all, you will reflect on that interaction and it won't be anything that's desirable to go back to in the first place. And the third reason, well, there are many, but the third reason is you will realize that you didn't actually, you didn't get off, you know. Hope this is not too strong of words for you guys, but we're adults here. You didn't get off. You didn't orgasm. You didn't, no fireworks. You didn't finish what you started. You just went through the motions. It was intense. Because empaths, you give it all. You give your all. You have an energy that's just, you can't even measure it. And the narcissist realizes this. And so whether they orgasm or not, you are not certain and you really don't care. But again, you've committed and you've consummated this. But shortly thereafter, you reflect on these things. And a fourth thing, that will be the last time you and them consummate intimacy on your end, because you know what I just expressed to you on your side. On their side, there is an energy, like they say, an energy exchange, energy transfer, that the narcissist knows that they don't want to come back for again. Because what happened there, they saw that the vault was closed. They were hoping to clean that bank out. And this is metaphor, just to tap into where I'm trying to go. They were trying to extract something from you, but they came up empty-handed. They went through the physical motions of the intimacy, but they came up empty-handed. And this is what will generally happen, and it happened with me. You won't hear crickets. You won't hear anything. You can actually hear a rat pee on cotton. It's so quiet. You won't get any more texts. You won't get a phone call. And if you happen to run across them, they will see you and they won't respond. They won't say hi or bye. If you're quick enough, you may see them look up and glance at you, but they'll immediately turn. That indicates to you, although you've already confirmed in and of yourself as an awakened empath, that was something that you were more or less just curious of. And as an awakened empath, I like to say I'm a hopeful romantic as opposed to hopeless romantic. And this is some time ago I'm speaking of, but I just thought about it and I wanted to share this with you guys because I did endeavor to be intimate at a point, even after my awakening. And that was in 2020 when I awakened. And this was, some time after that, but this did happen. And this is an experience I want to share with you guys. So if you are one of those individuals that has had an intimate encounter, though you are awakened, and you surmise that they were narcissists or they had strong narcissistic traits, and you endeavor to commit and commence intimacy with them, I don't want you to beat yourself up about it. I'm sure your experience was similar, and a lot of you might have went back for seconds. But I'm here to tell you, it's like eating spoiled food. It's like drinking a spoiled drink. Your body will not want to revisit that in good conscience. And even if you went back a second or third time. And in some cases, I don't want to believe this, but there are some empaths out there that have probably been so broken from a previous narcissist that did a number on them till they have not wholeheartedly dug themselves out of that hole. And here they are. They just want someone in front of them, beside them, holding them. They need a human physical body, they think, in their house. Because the shame sometimes the narcissist puts upon the empath. And this is particularly, I see this in the case of a lot of women. And I don't know if they're empaths or not, but I know they are not narcissists. As far as I can tell, you can see them cutting and pasting out with the old, in with the new. There's a new guy there. And what they're attempting to do, I guess, they want to save face. They don't want people to talk and think that they're a failure, especially if they got kids. They need that family to look whole, like it's put together, like there's no missing parts. And if you're that empath or that female that I'm speaking of right now, I really want you to understand you don't have to feel that way. You don't have to feel like you have to put a man in your house to suffice other people's doubt, curiosity, or their picture of what they think is healthy or unhealthy in your life. You don't have to try to make a happy home for other people. You have to work towards having a happy home, whether there's a man there or not. And in some cases, you men too. Especially you men, if you have a daughter, you may feel guilty and think you need that woman in that house to mentor your little daughter or your daughter, to guide your daughter. You don't want to leave to chance other people guiding your children just because you don't think you're able to do it on your own. Men, I have a daughter. I relish the fact of being a father to my daughter. I don't believe I know everything about her as a girl, but I'm open to learning and listening and paying attention to who she is as a young female. And I can see, just looking into her eyes, as long as I'm interested in what her concerns are, I think I'm halfway hitting the mark. And the other half, I pray God to help me with. So don't overthink it. Don't run guilt trips on yourself because you feel like you need a warm body. And so that's an experience I wanted to share with you guys. I did, in fact, endeavor to be intimate with a narcissist, knowing predominantly that they very well could have been a narcissist, and I was right. So you won't do a do-over when you realize this, because you just can't stomach that type of energy exchange. It's almost like who drinks poison, expecting not to die. That being said, bless.